Good evening, Lighthousers. So it's around 11 p.m. and I am just now making it home from having a very long day out, followed by a very long night and day out yesterday. So I've come home, I'm putting stuff away and charging up devices, checking on clothes and jackets that got drenched the night before. And I have a pile of laundry over there. Uh, Thankfully, I've come across a laundromat that is affordable, so I'll have to make a trip there at some point this week. With that being said, there's just so much going on. So again, I'm so grateful to have had just extra hands this, Mother's Day week and this past week. Um, but this would be the first time I've actually had anybody come and kind of help me with my business. Now, my mother-in-law has, worked alongside me. She has her own 501(c). So, whenever transportation was available, she did kind of help me set up at some events. But as far as business operations go, or just kind of conducting a day, this is the first time I've had someone be with me kind of from sun up to sundown. And this is also the first time I'm dealing with someone who has, a parent attached to them as we're trying to kind of get work done. So I'm used to kind of getting up, setting my agenda for the day, and just staying focused on whatever task I have, at hand. I don't usually have to stop and, reassure a parent or, get somebody back by curfew. None of that. I'm not used to it, but I can make the adjustment. I want learning opportunities to be available. I want growth to be available. So, I mean, it's just a new experience for me. I think one thing that probably needs to be done, I'm going to get that done tonight, is maybe just a list of ground rules just to provide reassurance to parents, but also to eliminate distractions from work throughout the day. That way, I don't have to kind of stop and, worry about how something's being perceived or done, because I need to stay focused on my work throughout the day and not necessarily on, external factors. I already have enough going on. And so I understand, I'm at work and I'm dealing with, divorce issues. And whenever you have employees, you have employees or interns or volunteers or anything like that, the same way I have my own personal problems outside of work, they have their own personal problems outside of work. This is just the first time I'm, having to manage both things. So again, probably gonna just, write up some ground rules and send it over and, make sure everybody's on the same page. But it has been a very productive week so far. The Lighthouse office got a little bit of a revamp. That way it's a little bit, multi-worker friendly. There are two desks in there, but, it was kind of set up for me to just kind of cozy up in there, work when I needed to. Sometimes I, had sleepovers in there, did video chats in there, but it wasn't necessarily like operable for more than one person to work in there. So I can see, one person taking one desk, the other person taking the other desk, or, maybe having up to four people work in the office. That's probably the max, but it's a little bit more multi people use. Okay.